Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. So friends, in this video, I'm going to talk to you about the difference between the two words feedback and advice. So let's dive into the video straight away. So friends, let's look at this situation. Your manager says, can I give you some feedback? 5 minutes later, a colleague says, can I give you some advice? Now, what do you think? Are these two the same? Well, many people would think so. But many people also know that there is a difference between these two words. But what exactly is the difference, they don't know. And that is exactly what I'm going to tell you in this video. Let's move ahead. So friends, what is feedback? So friends, feedback is a response about something that has already happened. It looks at past performance or past work, telling you what you did well or what you could do better. So in a nutshell, friends, feedback is about the past, right? If you look at the past, the present, and the future, feedback is always about the past. It answers the question, how did I do? The key point in feedback, it looks backward, it's about the past. Let's take a couple of examples. Your presentation yesterday was clear, but you spoke too fast in the second half. So here, if you see, it is about the presentation which has happened in the past. The report you submitted had strong data, but the conclusion section was weak. Again, an event which has happened in the past. So you see how feedback is about things which has happened in the past. Now, when do you get feedback? These are some of the scenarios. You could get feedback in performance reviews, after a presentation, after submitting a project, or customer reviews, right? So that is about feedback. Let's move on to what is advice. So friends, if feedback is about the past, advice is about the future. Advice is guidance about what to do in the future. It is not about something you already did, it's about what you should do next. It answers the question, what should I do? Again, key point, advice looks forward, it's about the future. If feedback looks in the past, advice looks into the future. Let's take a couple of examples here. You should practice your presentation a few times before the big meeting. The presentation has not yet happened, right? It's going to happen in the future. And that's why this person is being given advice. If I were you, I'd add more visuals to your reports. It makes it easier to understand. Again, it is something which has got to do with the future. So you see how advice is about the future. Now, where can you get advice? Before starting a new project, from a mentor, when asking what should I do, from friends on personal decisions. That's where you could get advice. Let's move on. Let's look at this table where I have given you three situations. What could be feedback in that and what could be advice in that? As I told you, feedback is looking back, advice is looking forward. First situation, after a speech. You made good eye contact. Was feedback. Try using more pauses next time. Is advice. After a project is the situation. Your work was well organized. Was, right? The past tense verb. Advice could be start earlier next time to avoid stress. Third situation, after an interview. You answer confidently. Is feedback. What could be advice? Research the company more before the next one. Right? So that is the main difference between feedback and advice, which I have explained to you through three situations. Now, friends, the reality, there are some times when both feedback and advice could be mixed up in one sentence. Right? Look at this. Your presentation was clear, feedback, but next time try adding more examples, advice. So in one sentence itself, you could give feedback also and you could give advice also. Right? So a quick recap, friends. Feedback is all about the past. It evaluates something you already did. Answers, how did you do? Right? How did I do? Advice is all about the future. It guides what you should do next. It answers the question, what should I do? Next time someone offers you feedback or advice, you'll know exactly what kind of response to expect. Now, friends, now that you know the difference between feedback and advice, let's have a quick quiz of 5 questions. Right? Tell me if this is feedback or advice. Question number 1. Your email to the client was professional and well written. Now, friends, is this feedback or advice? I'm going to stop for 5 seconds out here. Well, this is something which happened in the past. The email has already been written. Your email to the client was. So this is feedback. Question number 2. You should send a follow-up mail if the client doesn't reply in 3 days. Now, is this feedback or advice? Ask the question, is it about the past or the future? You should send, should, right? This is definitely advice because it is talking about something that can be done in the future. Question number 3. The way you handled that difficult customer was excellent. Something again which happened in the past. So is it feedback or advice? This is definitely feedback. Try to arrive 10 minutes early for your next interview. Feedback or advice, friends? Needs to happen in the future, will happen in the future. So this is advice. Final question. Your report last week was too long. It could have been shorter. Friends, is this feedback or advice? Well, I'm not going to give you the answer. What you need to do is you need to put it in the comments. Is this feedback or advice, and why is it so? All right. So friends, how did you perform in the 5 questions? If you got all 5 right, excellent work. You clearly understand the difference now. Feedback looks at the past, advice looks at the future. As simple as that. So friends, I hope you've enjoyed this video and found value in the video. If you have, please press the like button and please subscribe to my channel. And please do mention in the comments if you want any other topics covered. I keep coming up with videos to help you improve your English and your communication skills. Thank you very much, and I will see you in the next one.